Every day begins the same way. I fold my futon carefully. I water my plants, checking each leaf as if it were a living companion. I brush my teeth, wash my face, and step outside into the morning air. There's comfort in repetition, a quiet reassurance that today, like yesterday, will unfold exactly as it needs to. Before work, I stop by a vending machine and buy a can of coffee. Cold, simple, reliable. Then I step into my small work van and choose a cassette tape. Music is important. It sets the tone for the day. Some days it's calm. Some days it's nostalgic. But it always feels right. As I drive through Tokyo, the city slowly wakes up around me. Office workers rush past. Shop owners lift metal shutters. The streets fill with movement. I observe it all quietly, like a guest in a place I've visited many times but never try to own. My job is cleaning public toilets. Not just cleaning, caring for them. Each one is different. Different designs, different layouts, different light. I scrub carefully, methodically. I wipe mirrors until they shine. I polish surfaces until they reflect the room back at itself. Some people rush through these spaces without a second thought. I don't. To me, these places matter. There is dignity in doing something well, even if no one notices. Especially if no one notices. While I work, I pay attention to small things. The way sunlight passes through a window. The sound of water running. The quiet satisfaction of finishing a task properly. These moments ground me. They remind me that life isn't made only of big achievements, it's made of small, intentional actions repeated with care. During my breaks, I look for trees. I don't know why trees draw me in the way they do. Maybe it's because they exist without explanation. They grow where they are planted, reaching for the sky without asking permission. Sometimes, I take photos of them. Not for social media. Not to impress anyone. Just for myself. A record of moments that feel complete exactly as they are. In the evenings, after work, I eat at the same small restaurants. The owners know me. We don't talk much, but there's an understanding between us. I eat slowly. I listen to the sounds of the city settling into night. At home, I read old books, worn pages, familiar stories. I fall asleep listening to music, letting the day drift away without resistance. This is my life. Simple. Predictable. Peaceful. Or at least, it was. One day, something unexpected happens. My niece, Nico, appears at my door. She's young, energetic, curious, everything my life is not. At first, I don't know how to adjust. My routine has no space for unpredictability. But she steps into my world without hesitation. She follows me to work. She watches me clean. She asks questions I don't know how to answer. She laughs loudly, without worrying who hears. Through her eyes, I start to see my own life differently. She notices things I've stopped noticing. She questions why I live the way I do. Not critically, innocently. And somehow, that's more powerful. For the first time in a long while, I'm not alone in my silence. Then my sister arrives. She steps out of a luxury car, dressed sharply, living a life far removed from mine. Her presence feels heavy, like a door opening to a past I've kept closed. She talks about our father. About his illness. About his fading memory. About responsibilities I've avoided. The distance between us becomes painfully clear. Not just physical distance, emotional distance. Different choices. Different values. Different definitions of success. When she leaves, taking Nico with her, my apartment feels emptier than it ever has. Silence returns, but this time, it's louder. I continue my days as usual, but something has shifted. I still clean. I still drive. I still listen to music. But now, memories slip in between moments. Thoughts I had buried resurface without warning. I think about relationships that didn't last. About paths I didn't take. about whether my quiet life is a choice or a hiding place. One evening, I share a cigarette with a stranger near a river. We don't know each other, but we talk like people who understand loss. He mentions someone from my past, and suddenly, years collapse into a single breath. It's not dramatic. There are no tears. Just a quiet recognition of what has been and what never will be. Pain doesn't arrive loudly. It settles slowly. I realize that living simply doesn't mean living without emotion. It doesn't protect you from grief, regret, or longing. It only teaches you how to sit with them. Still, I wake up each morning. Still, I water my plants. Still, I clean with care. Because even in sadness, life continues to offer moments of beauty if you're willing to see them. 7. On one quiet morning, as I drive through the city, a familiar song plays. The road stretches ahead of me. Trees pass by. Sunlight filters through leaves. I feel everything at once: joy, sorrow, gratitude, exhaustion. And I smile. Not because life is perfect, but because, for this moment, it is enough.